A very good morning, class. Today we are meeting for algebra period and we are continuing with the chapter linear equations in two variables. Before we continue with the chapter, let us revise what we have done in the earlier lectures. We have studied about solving linear equations simultaneously. We also saw how to solve linear equations by graphical method. In today's lecture, we are going to study about CRAMER'S rule. So, let's begin and understand what is CRAMER'S method. To start with CRAMER'S method, first we need to write the equations in the standard form. Since we have two equations, in the first equation, the coefficient of x will be written as a1 and coefficient of y will be written as b1. And constant will always be on your right hand side. So therefore the first equation would be written in the form a1x plus b1y is equal to c1. And the second equation will be written in the form a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. Once we have written the equations in the standard form, we need to find out the value of the determinants. How do you find out the values of determinant? We have a formula. So to find the value of determinant, that is d, we need to take coefficients of x and y. That means a1, b1, a2, b2. Similarly, to remember this formula, we have ab, that means a and b. To find out the value of d, we need to remember we have ab, a, b. So we need to take a1, b1, a2, b2. Similarly, to find out the value of determinant x, we have c1, b2, c1, b1, c2, b2. To remember this, we have cb, that means cub. So to find the value of dx, we have cub, c and b. Similarly, to find the value of dy, we have a1, c1, a2, c2. And to remember this, we have ac. So in short, to find the value of the determinants, we have ab for d, cub for dx and ac for dy. This is a short form where we can find out or we can understand or we can remember the derivations or CRAMER'S method formula. Once we have got the values of d, dx and dy, we need to find out the value of x and y. So, using the formula, that is, using x is equal to dx upon d and y is equal to dy upon d, we can find out the values of x and y. Class, now let us solve examples. That means we can solve sums so that this particular method is clear to us by solving them. So we are starting with our exercise 1.3. Sub question 2. Find the values of the following. They have given me of sum where I have 5, 3, minus 7 and 2. Over here we don't have to find out the values of dx, d or anything like that. We have just given a formula. We directly have to find out the value of the determinant. So what we have to do is we need to multiply 5 into 0 minus 7 into 3. So 5 into 0 is 0. Subtraction sign is written as it is. 7 3s are 21. So minus 21 in the bracket. Minus minus will give you plus. 0 plus 21 is 21. So your final answer is 21. Let us solve sum number 3. So you have a fraction in each and every cases. Now we need to multiply 7 upon 3 into 1 upon 2. We have to do cross multiplication. 7 upon 3, 1 upon 2 minus 5 upon 3 into 3 upon 2. 7 into 1 is 7, 3 into 2 minus 5 into 3, 3 into 2. 7 1s are 7, 3 2s are 6. 5 3s are 15. 3 2s are 6. We have a common denominator, so we can directly subtract the numerators. 7 minus 15 upon 6, which gives me minus 8 upon 6. When we further simplify it, we get minus 4 upon 3. This is your final answer. Let's go on to sum number 3. We have 3 different equations. 2 different equations are given, and now we have to actually follow the method of CRAMER'S rule. So your sub question 3 goes like this. Solve the following simultaneous equations using CRAMER'S rule. Your first sum. Your second sum is, question is 4x plus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. 6x minus 8 minus 5y. So let's start with the sum. So first we need to arrange equations. So your first equation is 4x plus 3y is equal to 4. That is your first equation. It is properly arranged. But your second equation is not arranged properly. So first we need to arrange it properly. That means 6x is already there in your LHS. From your RHS, 5y would be brought to your LHS. So 6x plus 5y is equal to 8. This is your second equations. We rearrange the first and the second equation one below the other. And now we are going to compare it with the standard form. That means a1x plus b1y is equal to c1. a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. After comparing equation 1 and equation 2 with the standard forms of the equation, we have a1 as 4, b1 as 3, c1 as 4. Similarly, a2 as 6, b2 as 5 and c2 as 8. Now, by CRAMER'S rule, first we need to find out the determinant, that is D. That is a1, b1, a2, c2. The short formula is AB, that means AB. When you cross multiply, substitute the values of a1, b1, a2, b2. So a1 was 4, b1 was 3, a2 was 6, b2 was 5. When you cross multiply, you get 4 into 5 minus 3 into 6. 4 5s are 20, minus 6 3s are 18. 20 minus 18 will give me 2. So this is the value of your determinant, that is D. The next one is dx, that is c1, b1, c2, b2. The short formula is cub, C, B, cub. Let us substitute the values of c1, b1, c2, b2. So c1 is 4, c2 is 8, b1 is 3, b2 is 5. When you cross multiply, you get 4 into 5 minus 3 into 8. 4 5s are 20, minus 3 8s are 24. When you subtract, you get your answer as minus 4. Similarly, we'll find the value of dy. So dy is a1, c1, a2, c2. Your short formula is AC. Let us substitute the values of a1 as 4, a2 as 6, c1 as 4 and c2 as 8. When you cross multiply, you get 4 into 8 minus 4 into 6. 4 8s are 32 minus 6 4s are 24. When you subtract, you get your answer as 8. This is where we have got the value of dy. Now we have asked to find out the values of x and y by CRAMER'S method. So we found out d, we found out dx, we found out dy. Now we need to find out x and y. To find out x, we have x is equal to dx upon d. That equals to minus 4 upon 2. That equals to minus 2. Similarly, to find the value of y, we have dy upon d. That is 8 upon 2 equals to 4. So your final solution for the answer is x comma y is equal to minus 2 comma 4 is the solution of the given equation. Let us solve sum number 6. Your question goes like this. 2x plus 3y is equal to 2. X minus 2 y upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 2. Your answer is, your first equation is arranged properly, so we need to give it as equation number 1. It is already in the standard form. But your second equation, we need to arrange it in the standard form. So what are we going to do is, we are going to multiply 2 on both the sides. So when we multiply 2 on both the sides, we get 2 into x. We had x earlier, so we got 2 into x minus y upon 2 into 2 is equal to 1 upon 2 into 2. So 2x is as it is, 2 gets cancelled, minus y is equal to 2 gets cancelled, 1. This is your equation 2. Now we have already got equation 1 and equation 2. Let us compare with the standard form, that is a1x plus b1y is equal to c1, a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. Therefore, the value of a is 2, a1 is 2, b1 is 3, c1 is 2. Similarly, a2 is 2, b2 is minus 1 and c2 is 1. By CRAMER'S method, we are going to solve the sum. That means we are going to first find out the value of d. And to find out the value of d, we have a short formula, that is AB. That means a and b. So a1 upon a1 and a2, b1 and b2. Let us substitute the values of a1 as 2, b1 as 3, a2 as 2 and b2 as minus 1. When you further solve and cross multiply it, we get 2 into minus 1 minus 3 into 2. 2 into minus 1 is 2. That is minus 2 minus 3 2s are 6. That equals to minus 8. Similarly, we will find the value of dx. And the short formula is CUB. That means CB. So CB means C1, B1, C2, B2. Let us substitute the values of C1, B1, C2, B2. C1 is 1, B1 is 3, C1 is 2, B1 is 3, C2 is 1 and B2 is minus 1. When you cross multiply, you get 2 into minus 1 minus 3 into 1. That equals to minus 2 minus 3. That equals to minus 5. Similarly, we are going to solve dy and the short formula is AC. So, A1, C1, A2, C2. Let's substitute the values of A1 as 2, C1 as 2, A2 as 2 and C2 as 1. When you cross multiply, you get 2 into 1 minus 2 into 2. 2 ones are 2 minus 4, which gives me minus 2. Now, let us find out the value of x. And to find the value of x, we have dx upon d. That equals to minus 5 upon minus 8 equals to 5 upon 8. And to find the value of y, we have dy upon d minus 2 upon 8 equals to 1 upon 4. So the solution set is x comma y is equal to 5 upon 8 comma 1 upon 4 is the solution of the given equation. So class, your home assignment sums are as follows. They are same as we have solved earlier. So you just have to refer, learn the formula. Once you have understood the formula, you can solve your home assignment sums. So your home assignment questions are your main question 1, which is activity based questions. You have to only fill in the blocks. In your sub question 2, question number 1, you have to solve. 2 is already given us. 2 we have already solved. So in sub question 2, question number 1 is as homework. In your sub question 3, in your main question 3, sub question 1, sub question 3, 4 and 5 is as homework. So class, we have completed with our exercise 1.3. You may sit back home and solve these sums which we have done in the video as your reference, and these homework based sums in your notebook, and complete your notebooks as well. Thank you class. Stay home, stay safe and keep studying.